Yo, 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 what's cracking, YouTubers? How are y'all doing today? Jonathan Hernandez in the house. Jonathan, that's my name. Or you can call me the Nerdy Red Hipster. Or you can call me Johnny if you want. I'm cool with that. Um, or you can call me the J Ranger the Collector. That is my YouTube channel. Today is March 14th, 2023. But from back in 1995, 28 years ago, the legendary one and only Tupac released his album Me Against the World on this day, March 14th of 1995. 28 years old, but still a great, masterpiece. And he was working on it when he was doing his time in the penitentiary, but his album went number one on the charts, the Me Against the World, which includes, Dear Mama, Lord Knows, and of course the title track, Me Against the World, and Heavy in the Game, and Can You Get Away, It Ain't Easy, Old School. This album is like a masterpiece. Here it is. Classic album. One of my favorites too. Especially got the song So Many Tears on here. That's another classic. And If I Die Tonight. And Temptations. F the World. Death Around the Corner. And Outlaw. And then there's a song called Young Ends. Y'all know the song. But this is definitely a 100 of a 100. This album is a masterpiece. 28 years ago, and it's still a golden piece. By the year 2025, it's going to be 30 years of this album. This album is a masterpiece. Like I'm going to keep saying again, it's golden. Shoot. I mean, I love the artwork of it. Tupac really did an amazing, hardworking, great job that he put this album together. This is an amazing album. I like the cross on it, too. That's why Tupac is a worldwide living legend of the rap hip-hop world. He always has been and always will be. Lives on forever. This is an amazing, incredible album. And I love this album, too. And I got this album on... I bought it at Best Buy for Christmas. I got it at Best Buy back in 2014-ish, or around that. But I was happy I got it. I was with my mom at the time. This is definitely an amazing album by Tupac right here. I got it at the Best Buy located in Fullerton, California, when they were selling CDs, but they don't sell CDs there no more. But they do sell vinyl. Oh boy, I almost choked on something again. Oh Lord. But anyways, this is definitely a great album, so I was glad I got it. And like I said, it did go number one on the charts. He passed up Bruce Springsteen's album. It's the one that has like that USA kind of look. It's showing his jeans and his red rag on it. This album passed on Bruce Springsteen's album right there. And he made a lot of great classics. And the reason why he made this album because he was going through the stuff that he was going through in his life, and this album just really impacted it. It impacted rap and hip hop people to listen to. This is definitely a gem. He mentioned Me Against the World, where he talks about, the politicians and stuff like that. They don't want to listen to, the realers that talk about, like, what's going on in this world. And then he also mentions about his mother, too, and Dear Mama, that he shows the love and respect. But it also dedicates this to all moms in the world that are struggling in this world. And he always would tell them, to keep their heads up and everything. And he also mentioned in a song called Can You Get Away, which is about a girl who was getting treated badly by her boyfriend. And Tupac would tell her, like, can you get away, Like, come with me, to get away from this guy. This guy's not being a Mr. Nice Guy and all that stuff. And he's not trying to say, I'm going to change your lifestyle. It's just about seeing the world, not being in a hospital getting stitches on your face. He does mention that at the end of the song. It is a really great song, Can You Get Away by Tupac. So much pressure in the air. Can't get away. I'm not happy here. So yeah, Tupac, is like cheering up on this girl right here that's going through it. And this is the reason why this is a classic gem and it's part of rap and hip hop. It's an amazing album. And then Old School, he mentions about his childhood. If it wasn't for the old school, he wouldn't be here today. So he gives his, love and respect to, Slick Rick, LL, Grandmaster Flash, and Cast as well. That includes KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, and Queen Latifah. He mentions everyone. Like, he's giving the love and the shout out to all those artists that paved the way. And, that's his childhood. Even Mantronics, talking about the graffiti. And he's like, ain't nothing like the old school. And then he talks about, he would get the ice cream from, the ice cream trucks when they would come through the neighborhoods of Brooklyn, Harlem, and all that. Great stuff, man. Tupac had really put a big impact on this album. Talking about his life story. That's what I like about Pac. Very influential. He's always been my all-time favorite artist. Always will be, and I'm still going to be playing his records all the time. CDs as well. And speaking of which, I do got the vinyl. Check that out. I am so happy I got it on the vinyl too. I would like to get the cassette tape. That would be amazing. And I ordered this record off on eBay back in 2018 at least. It was 2018. Like around September-ish. And I paid, this is going to sound crazy. And this is like an original second press. There was an original press, but this is like the second. Because it says the limited edition collectors. So they did do a reissue in 2020. Same album cover, but it doesn't have that actual sticker on it. But yeah, I would say this is like technically the second press in 1995. It's like a second repress. But I was really happy, I'm happy I have it. Because since, it's Me Against the World, it's a classic album, like I say again. And I only paid $100. It was originally, the guy technically wanted $180. He was going to charge tax. Almost a $200 something. That would have killed it. So, I told him, hey, can I, go for a cool deal? And he actually accepted it. He accepted my $100. So I was like, well, that's nice. I was happy. So I took it for $100. I was happy, I'm glad I got it. I'm playing it on my turntable. And I still am to this day. It's an amazing album. I would never leave this album out of my collection. I will definitely be bumping this. Tupac's always been classic. All his albums are classics. That includes, the Strictly one, with the Keep Your Head Up and all that good stuff, including I Get Around and Holly Airman. But this album, Me Against the World, really put something onto it. And this is like right before he went to Death Row. He was still on Interscope Records right here. He was still with them. And then, he had a producer named Easy Mo B. He produced the song Temptations on here. He's a great producer, too. There's a lot of mixing and producing on this album. Just really, it's a fantastic, incredible album. Just 100 out of 100, hands down on it. And then he also mentions about the song called Young Ends. He's talking about that Sandifer kid that was killed in the city of Chicago. He mentions that in the song. And he's telling that, young African-American youth, or any youth in general, to stop doing all this, gang-banging, slanging and all that stuff, and be an accountist, accounting worker, instead of being in the streets doing, silly stuff. Like, you could do better in life. Don't throw your young life away. And that's what I liked about Tupac, what he was speaking in it. Because, it is kind of ignorance to be throwing yourself to doing all that silliness. Like, you could be better than that. Like, you're a good-looking person, so don't throw your good looks away. Don't throw it away. Use everything while you're still here. And that's what I liked about Pac. That's why he's very influential. He's very important in the music world. That's why I love listening to this album. And if you are a fan of Tupac, all of y'all Tupac fans out there, definitely add Me Against the World to your collection. If you definitely like Tupac, you definitely got to have this, record right here. It's an important record into your record collection, including the CD wise. Definitely, you can't forget the CD or the cassette tape. It's an important album. What's your favorite song off of Tupac's Me Against the World? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me in the comments what's your favorite song off the album, and I'll definitely respond to all of y'all's comments too. And excuse me. I'll respond to y'all, and I'll definitely have another video coming up too. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.